this live stream, I intend doing more calculation questions on subatomic particles. We already treated it in one of our video lessons, okay, which I will add as a description, as a link description to this video when I'm done. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is further calculation questions on subatomic particles. And if you're interested, I enjoin you to stay put for this live stream. So without wasting time, guys, let's get started. Okay, so let me face the book now. So we'll be talking about subatomic particles. I'll be dealing with the calculation aspect of this topic. Okay, and then basically I would like to start this way. It depends on the question you are giving. Sometimes what you are giving is charged, okay, a charged ion. Other time you can be giving an uncharged atom, okay. It depends on what you are giving. Now if you are giving a charged ion and you are asked to find, let's say, the number of proton in it, the number of electron, the number of neutron, how do you go about it? Now when you are talking about a charged ion, it can either be, positively charged, or you say positive charge. And you know that positively charged ion is called the what? What is it called? What? It's called a cation, is it not? I was trying to see if I could get it from the live chat. It's called a cation. You also have negatively charged ion. Now, negatively charged ion, they are called what? Anions. Anions. Okay. These are the two different names for positively charged ion, and then you have negatively charged ion, which are called anions. Now, uncharged atom, okay, that is just, let's say, a single molecule, a single atom of the element. Now how do you find if the atom was positively charged? How do you get the number of proton? Number of proton, which is p, okay, is equivalent to z. Now this is a typical structure of an atom. A, okay, A is the typical structure of an atom. You will have something here, and then you will have another one here. Then if it's an ion and it's carrying a charge, there will be something here. Now, let me just do it this way. For positively charged atom, okay, that's let's say for positively charged ion, let's go this way. For positively charged ion, to get the number of proton, for positively charged ion, to get the number of proton, P, it's this Z that is here. Okay, number of proton is also called the what? Atomic number, and is equivalent to whatever is the value that you see here. Okay, now to get the number of electron, there's a formula to use. That formula is Z minus C. This Z minus this C. Okay, the Z you are seeing here minus this C. The answer you get is the number of electrons for a positively charged ion. Now to get the number of neutron, okay, is simply A minus Z. Now we have to tell you what A means and what Z means. A here is what they call the atomic mass. In some chemistry textbook, they will say it's what? The mass number. Okay? It's simply the mass of the proton added to the mass of the neutron. This very A. And then this Z here is, like I said, is the atomic number. It's simply the number of proton in an atom of that very element. Is that clear? Now we know this for positively charged atom. Okay, so let's go for negatively charged atom. For negatively charged atom, let's see how it will look like. Okay, for negatively charged ion or atom, anyone you want to call it, P is also given by this Z. Okay, this Z you are seeing here. E is also given same way you got for, should I say, positively charged ion, same way you got it. It's the same thing. It's going to be Z minus C. Z minus C. Are you seeing that? Then to get the number of neutron, it will be A minus Z. A minus C. So if you observe, for ions generally, you use the same formula to get the number of proton, okay, the number of electron, and also the number of what? Neutron. That means they work basically with the same formula. Now what if it was, let's say, an uncharged atom? I hope we can still see the board. Okay, I hope you can still see the board. What if it was uncharged? How you do it? The element is like this. A, you have A up, and then you have Z down. Now if you observe, there is no charge, there's nothing here indicating the charge. How do you get the number of proton? Number of proton in this case will be equivalent simply to Z. Are you seeing that? It's the same thing for this, and it's also the same thing for this. Okay. Now, number of electrons, which is E. How do you get number of electrons? For number of electrons, it will be what? Let's look at this way. Watch, ensure you are watching. Z. Now, why did I not say minus C? Because if there is no charge, that means this one is 0. So the number of proton and number of electron of an uncharged atom or uncharged element is what? The same. And that's why they are uncharged, because we know that proton is positively charged and what? Electron is negatively charged. So if they are equal, the atom will be what? Neutral, is it not? The number of neutron is going to be atomic mass minus atomic number. That is A minus Z. Are you seeing that? So this is the formulas that I have already given in my video class on subatomic particles. So I just have to revise it. So about now, I want to, should I say, take questions on this very topic, subatomic particles. So we can just, should I say, brush our memories on what we already know as regarding this topic. So I won't want us to waste any much time. Let's get started with the question. Hope you are still following. If you are still following, do it to indicate in the live chat. I can see somebody is already there. Thanks for joining the live chat. So let's get started with the questions. So let's say questions. All right. Find the number of proton, which is P, electron, and neutron in. So we'll be taking the questions now. So let's get started. Now, looking at it this way, okay? I'm coming. Let me go and get should I say, a light to make it more brighter. Bear with me, guys. All right, guys, here we are back. Let's get started. I hope we can see it clearly now. So let's get started. What is the first question to solve? We have xe 2 minus 79, and here we have 34. So we have to find the number of proton, electron, and neutron in this very atom. Now this is selenium. Xe, selenium. Now, does this guy has a charge? Yes. Now this 2 minus in chemistry is the same thing as minus 2. So whether they call it raised to power 2 minus is the same thing as minus 2. So when we are solving, we'll be using it as minus 2. Just take notes. Now, this guy has an A, and we know that A is the what? Atomic mass. While this one below is the what? Atomic number. Okay, atomic number is the number of proton. Atomic mass is the sum of the mass of the proton and the neutron. So let's see if we can get the number of proton in this very atom. So I'll be doing it by the side. Now for charged atom, okay, because this one is carrying a charge, what is the formula to get the number of proton? Is equivalent to Z. So whatever is the Z of this guy, that is the number of proton. And if that is so, we know that this is our Z and this is our A, is it not? So in this case, Z is equal to what? 34. It therefore means that the number of proton in this very atom is what? 34. Is it not? Good. Now let's go straight to E. That is the number of electron. Now for number of electron, we have to do it this way. We know that this guy is carrying a charge, which is 2 minus, which is equivalent to minus 2. To find the number of electron, we'll use Z minus C based on the formula that I gave previously. Okay, so whatever is the Z minus the C, the value of the C from it. So let's do it this way carefully so that I won't make mistake. Z is what? Z is 34. 34 minus, are you seeing that? 34, which is our Z, minus, then what is C? The C in this very charged atom is what? Minus 2. Like I said, this 2 minus, okay, let me just move it. This 2 minus you are seeing is the same thing as what? Minus 2. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Yes. So now we have this. What do we now do? Watch out. 34 minus 2. Now you have to, should I say, work this out. Minus times minus is equivalent to plus in mathematics. So this will become plus 2. So 34 plus 2 is what? 36. So it means that the number of electrons in this very atom, selenium 2 minus, is what? 36. So let's go lastly for the number of neutrons in this very atom. Now the formula to get the number of neutrons, like I've already given, is A minus Z. So whatever is the A, in this case A is 79. A is 79. So I'll come here and write 79. Now following the formula minus, what is our Z? Our Z is 34. So we'll come here and put 34. Now we have this as the value for our A and our Z. Let's do the subtraction. 9 minus 4 is 5. 7 minus 3 is what? 4. So the number of neutrons in this very atom is what? 45. And this is the answer. Okay, so we are done with the first. Let's take another practice question, guys. This is A. Let's go for B. Now what if you were given this guy to solve? Let's say zinc 2 plus, then you have 65, and then you have 30. How do you solve for your A? How do you solve for your proton number? How do you solve for your electron number? And how do you solve for your neutron number? That's what basically we'll be analyzing for this very question. Okay, so looking at it critically, this guy is carrying a charge, so we'll use the formula for charged atom, whether positive or negative. But in this case, because that for positive and negative, they're actually the same formula, if you notice, is it not? So we'll just use it. Now what's the formula? P is equals to Z, and we know that this upper one is our Z value, is our A value, this is our Z, and this is our C, is it not? So this is A, Z, and C. So when we say that the formula for finding P is Z, whatever is the value of Z is our proton number. So proton number in this case is what? Z, which is 30. So this is the value for P. Now moving on, E. Now looking at E now, the formula for finding number of electron for a charged atom, is what? Z minus C. Now watch out, this guy is carrying a positive charge, plus 2. Like I said, 2 plus is the same thing as plus 2. Okay, so let's get this done with. Z is 30, so we'll come here and put 30 following the formula minus bracket. I know I'm always using brackets so that I won't make mistake. Now what is C? C is 2 plus, and 2 plus is the same thing as what? Plus 2. Okay, so now you have this. How will you now work it out further? Minus times plus is what? Minus. Okay, so we have minus times plus as what? Minus. So working this out further, you now have 30 minus 2, and 30 minus 2 is what? 28. So observe that the number of proton is higher than the number of what? Electron in this very atom. And because proton number is higher than electron number, that's why it's having a positive charge. I hope that is clear. So let's go for number of neutron. Number of neutron, using the same formula for any charged atom, which is A minus Z. Using it, let's see what will happen. What is our A? Our A is 65, based on what was given. 65 minus, okay, following the formula now. Then you have Z. What is Z? Z is what? 30. This Z. Now when you do 65 minus 30, you have exactly what? 35. So this is how it is done. This is how it is done. So now we have this. Okay, let's move further. Next question. Look at this. Let's do this together. I want us to do it together. You have this is U, and then this is 92, and this is 238. Okay, now observe, this one is not carrying any charge. There's no charge given. This was basically what they gave us. Uranium 238. That's how they pronounce it. It's not 238. It's 2 on its own, then 38. Okay, uranium 238. Now this is the atomic number, and this is the atomic mass. This is A, this is Z, and there is no charge. So how do you get the proton number for this? Now because this guy is carrying no charge, what's the formula for finding proton number for an uncharged atom? For an uncharged atom, for finding proton number, you use Z, is it not? Z is the formula for finding proton number. Sorry. So let's continue. So if you are using Z for finding a proton number, what is our Z? Our Z is equivalent to what? 92. And if Z is 92, okay, it means that the proton number is also what? 92. So let's go for electron number. Electron number. So looking at this, the electron number now, okay? Now let's see if we can get the electron number. The formula for finding the electron number is also Z because there's no charge, is it not? If there was charge, we say Z minus C. Now because there's no charge, we just simply say Z. Now what is also Z? Z is also what? 92. Are you seeing that? So this is for electron number and this is for proton number. Then lastly, for neutron number, the formula for finding number of neutron is atomic mass minus atomic number. So this is A minus then Z. So if you do this, let's do this together. Watch out. A minus Z. What is our A? You have 238 minus what is our Z? Our Z is what? 90 what? 2. Our Z is 92. So let's see how we can solve this further from here. You have 238 minus 92. How can we solve this further from here? Okay. Now, do it this way. 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 minus 9 not possible. Borrow one from here. That will give you 4. And this is 146. And this is the number of what? Neutron. So this is a quick revision session on subatomic particle. I hope you find it helpful. Okay, I hope you understand all what I did and all what I did explain for this. So in summary, I want to just drop 1 or 2 questions for you guys to try your answer on. Do it to work it out and let me know what you think the answer is in the comment section. So let's have the questions now. So this will just be questions for you to try your answer. Feel free to let me know what you think of them. Find the number of proton, electron, and neutron in. So 1, let's see what we have. You have phosphorus P3 minus 31. This is 31, and then you have 15. Then 2, you have let's say 5224. Then this is chromium. Okay, now watch, this one is not carrying any charge, but this one is carrying negative charge. Then lastly, for number 3, okay, for number 3 you have, let's say, 3919. K is potassium, is it not? So these are the 3 questions I want you to find their number of proton, their number of neutron, and also their number of what? Electron. So do it to work them out and feel free to let me know what you feel the answers to all of them is in the comment section. So I hope you find this live session helpful and interesting. Do it to let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to share my videos with your friend. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in my next live stream. So here we go.